Hey everyone, so a few months ago I joined 24 folks on our very first Religion for Breakfast tour, traveling around Western Turkey to a bunch of ancient Greek and Roman sites. And if you didn't get a chance to join us, I'm offering this tour again in May 2026. Just go to religionforbreakfast.com for more info. One of the highlights was visiting Ephesus, one of the largest cities in the Roman Empire, and a key center of early Christianity. It's really hard to describe how amazing this site is. I've been to dozens of archaeological sites in my lifetime, and Ephesus is easily in my top 5. Just seeing the whole urban core, the Library of Celsus, the terrace houses where the Ephesian rich and famous lived, it really gives you a sense of scale and density and why Ephesus became such a big deal for the rise of Christianity. My personal favorite stop, though, was the theater at Miletus. Miletus was a major port city, and the theater is huge and amazingly preserved. And it's also absolutely saturated with inscriptions. Inscriptions carved into the walls, carved into the seats, and we ended up doing a kind of informal inscription scavenger hunt, going all over the theater, reading them in their place, and talking through what these inscriptions say about everyday religious life in the Roman Empire. Though after the tour, I surveyed the group about what site stood out to them the most, and the unexpected favorite was Priene. Priene is a tiny Hellenistic-era city south of Ephesus. It really is not particularly famous, tourists don't really go there, but truly there's something magical about Priene. There's a reason why they call it the Pompeii of the Hellenistic world. The city grid is unusually well preserved, which means you can actually move through Priene the way an ancient resident once did. In just a few minutes, you can walk from the ancient synagogue to the Temple of Athena to the ancient Christian basilica, and all of it sits within the same compact cityscape. It really gives you a concrete sense of the multi-religious world of the Roman Empire. And because the site is so quiet, there's almost no one else there, it's an incredibly peaceful place to take it all in. The overall vibe of the trip was just fun. Even though everyone was different ages and from different backgrounds, it felt a lot like a university study abroad trip. Real interest, shared excitement, and long conversations about the sites. It was just really good energy. I've curated the itinerary to give you a sense of the religious landscape of ancient Asia Minor, not just the famous highlights, but sites that actually help you see how different traditions coexisted on the ground. It's a bit more academic with some of these off-the-beaten-path stops, but it's not meant to be overwhelming. You do not need to be a scholar to enjoy it, just curious about the ancient Greek and Roman world. We'll be visiting most of the 7 churches of Revelation, early Christian communities addressed in the book of Revelation that are all located within the same region. These are sites like Pergamon and Laodicea. One of the most striking stops on the tour is the synagogue at Sardis, the largest ancient synagogue ever discovered. We'll also visit Hierapolis, famous for its white travertine terraces formed by hot springs. This site was a lot of fun. It's so big it kind of turned into a choose-your-own-adventure. Half of us went to wade around in the travertine terraces, and the rest of us hiked way up to a Christian saint shrine overlooking the site. If you're interested in learning more, I'm holding a live Q&A session on Monday, December 22nd at 2:30 p.m. US East Coast time. So if you're on the fence and want to ask questions about the itinerary or anything else, you can sign up below. But if you're already convinced and want to register, you can register here at religionforbreakfast.com. Registration will close in early March, but about a third of the spots are already taken, so I think it's going to fill up fast. So again, links in the description below, and I hope to see you in Turkey.